What's up, guys? It's your girl Tiana Divinergy, aka The Adventures of Zambi, back in the building with another video. This one is a hot topic, and so I'm really excited to talk about. But first, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Here, I like to talk about things that have to do with travel and adventure, personal growth and development, and magic. So if any of those things interest you, you're in the right place. Hey boo, hey. Now, if you've been here before, you spun the block again, what it do, what it be, what it is. Gang, welcome back. And so today's video is a much awaited topic. We are gonna be talking about dating in South Africa. What is the dating culture like? What are the men like? What is it in comparison to dating in America? What is it in comparison dating in Joburg versus the Cape Town? Yeah, guys, we have so much to talk about. So let's just go ahead and get right into the video, okay? So from what I can gather, guys, as far as the dating culture is concerned here, from being here myself and being on various dating apps, along with talking to various men and women in Joburg, in Pretoria, in Cape Town, in Durban, I can see that there is a lack of respect for serious relationships. It's a very like hookup culture. There's a lot of like men and women having one night stands, dating multiple people while they're in a relationship. Women being very aggressive and like walking up to a man that they find attractive and just being like, yo, what's up? I'm trying to smash, homie. What's good? Like, your place or my place. So it's just not a place where like love is valued. And there is a lot of just like casual sex, and there's a lot of like people not having a problem. Like, I remember I was in Joburg, and there was a week when I got propositioned on 3 different occasions by 3 different men, and one of them literally, like, I was in an elevator and he walked into the elevator, looked me up and down, didn't even ask or know my name, and was just like, so yeah, what floor are you going to? And I'm like, we're in an elevator, obviously you can see which floor I'm going to. It's the only other one that's not highlighted because there's only 2 of us in this elevator, okay? But he was like, yeah, so can I come in? Can I come with you? Like, literally, like, stepped onto the elevator, just looked me up and down, and was just like, so where do you live? Like, can I come over? And when I was like, no, he was like, well, do you want to come to my place? And I was like, no. And I'm just like, what makes you feel comfortable with walking onto, like, what kind of dating culture is it to where like you feel comfortable walking into an elevator, you see a woman that you don't even know, like you don't know her name, you don't know anything about her, you don't know if she got no diseases, you literally are just comfortable to invite her to your home because you want to hook up with her. That don't sit well with me, honestly. And so, you know, once I started to experience that more and more, it really started to outweigh, honestly, the bad outweighs the good here. As many, you know, nice guys that there are that are looking for long-term serious commitments, there are just more men that are interested in hooking up, that are interested in having a good time, that just want to go out and party. And drinking here is very, like, men here love to drink. And that, you know, so there's just a lot of cultural things that like are not conducive to finding a long-term partner here. So that's one of the biggest things, is the dating culture here is very lax, it's very loose, it's very party oriented. So just be careful of that. If you're interested in a long-term relationship, South Africa is not for you, baby. And yes, we can say this whole thing of like, well, it's about your mindset and what you attract, and that is partially true. I have attracted really nice Uber drivers that go above and beyond for me. But as far as dating specifically is concerned, it's just not a place where I feel like I can find my long-term partner. And I thought that I was actually dating a South African guy for maybe like a couple weeks, maybe like a month or so. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. we had a hiccup that we just couldn't get past, but you know, he's a really nice guy, really great guy. Hope that he finds what he's looking for. So let's talk about dating kind of like geographically. So I can say that I enjoy dating in Cape Town more than I enjoy dating in Johannesburg, and I feel like that's because it's more diverse here. I had more variety, I guess you could say. And even though, like, you know, black men, dating black men is my preference, I had options and I had choices to date black men as well as men outside of my race. And I also found that the men here in Cape Town are generally more respectful, and they generally are more interested in a relationship. So if you are looking for a relationship, I would say Cape Town would be a better choice to try dating over Johannesburg. Johannesburg is just a really gritty, savage city that, like, they don't have time to mess around with all that other kind of shit. Like, you're there to get money, you're there to get power, you're there to get success, but you do not go to Johannesburg to date, okay? So that's just something that I have found a difference between. If you're looking for dating, go to Cape Town over Joburg. As far as dating apps to use, I would say that Bumble and Hinge are the best dating apps here in South Africa. Again, there's a lot of variety. You'll find everything from artists to general managers of restaurants to professors that have multiple degrees to engineers. And that was specifically like in Cape Town. But I also found a lot of like businessmen and entrepreneurs in Joburg. So it really depends on the vibe that you're looking for. But you can find a plethora of business professionals here. There are plenty of them on dating apps. But again, just understand that they may be looking for a good time, not a long time. You know, so corny. I had to do it, y'all. I had to take that chance. So yeah, if you're looking for and want to date here, Bumble and Hinge are your best bet. Now, one tip that I want to give you is that the best way to weed out build-a-bears, and those are just men that are looking to be 50-50, or like men that want women to basically like be their mom instead of their partner. Make sure that you set up your dating profile correctly. And what I mean by that is, like, be specific about what it is that you are looking for. Like, if you want a man that is not afraid to approach a woman and is not afraid to ask her to go on a date and is a gentleman and respectful, like, say those things. But at the same time, like, you don't have to be as specific as, like, oh, he needs to be this tall, or he needs to make this amount of money, or he needs to be a professional, or et cetera, et cetera. Like, do niche down, like super niche down as far as your parameters and specifics are concerned, but you don't have to put that on your profile. You can do that in your dating like preference editing style, and so that way you know for sure the only men that you're matching with are the ones that fit that criteria. So that's also really important too. And just one thing that I recommend is make sure that you're setting up your dating profile correctly so you can get the kind of guys that you're wanting to date. Ultimately, as far as dating is concerned, I wouldn't do it again here. I just don't think that it's a place for me to find the type of black man that I'm looking for. The men here are a little bit broken. They are a little bit more like feminized, like they're not really and this is South African men in particular. I'm not talking about like Zimbabweans or Malawans or men from other African countries that migrate here. And they actually don't get along with one another. South African men and Zimbabwean men and other men from other countries, don't have a lot of respect for South African men either. So it's definitely a very complex subject. It's a very complex topic, but we're just going to scrape the surface today. And if you're interested and you have more questions, drop them below. And I'm happy to make another video to kind of expound on what I'm talking about and what I've noticed here while I've been here and just ran into different men, had different conversations with different men from different countries as well as the men here. And with dating South African man myself, I can now kind of like give more insight into those things. All right, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm really trying to like shorten my videos so that you guys can watch them better or digest them better. But have you ever dated in South Africa? If you have, what was your experience like? Tell me in the comments below. Let's chat about this. Like, do you feel like it's a dating and a hookup culture, or have you found love here, or you know somebody that has gotten married and it's been successful? I'd love to hear it, and I'd really love to have some more hope back for South Africa. So let's talk about it. But all right, guys, if you are not a part of my Divine Tribe, please click that subscribe button below and hit that bell notification so you always get notified when I drop new content, which I do every week. You already know the topics that I talk about. So again, if those interest you, come on over here. Come on over here, baby. You're gonna like it, okay? You're gonna love it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But always remember, love yourself, love others, and until next time, feel free to sip on this. Peace.